Hello.
Yes,
Hello, everybody. Thank you. Welcome to the collaborative show. Thank you for joining in today. Today is a very special day. We have Ruqya ma'am with us, and we are going to discuss about the power of mindsets. So before we dive into the topic, I would like to give a brief introduction about Ruqya ma'am. She is a SMILE strategist, a motivational speaker, and a life coach. She has an experience of over 20 years of helping people with stress, with relationships, and having a different outlook to life. I can go on about ma'am, but it would take the whole session. So before investing more time, I would like to dive into the topic and welcome ma'am to our collaborative show. Hi ma'am, thank you for joining us. Thank you for giving us your time.
thank you, Disha. Thank you, the Circle of Legends, for having me on board. And it's a brilliant opportunity, and the work that is being done is outstanding. So to be able to contribute a little bit of my time is really no big deal, considering the kind of impact that you all are doing. So thank you once again for having me on board.
Yes. So today's topic, ma'am, the power of mindset is a wonderful one and a very important one for everybody, not just the young generation, but also people from different walks of life. So, before getting deeper into the topic, I have a very basic question that comes to my mind. That when you say mindset, what actually do we mean? Is it just towards the personality? Is it just the skills? What should we define the mindset as?
Okay, I'm looking around because there was a small prop that I used the last time. So let me
Okay.
see if it still works. I have something, but let me see if it works. Just a second. No?
Yes. Yes. Sure.
So are you able to see something,
Till
Disha?
then, our audience. Ma'am, I see a orange screen.
You see an
Can you
orange
take it a
screen.
little far from the screen so I would be able to see?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the whole point. No, but see it like this. I want you
Oh,
to
it is.
see what it is. Can you make out what it is?
I guess a piece of paper it is.
It is a piece of paper. It's actually an empty
A
piece of
chart
paper,
paper
Disha.
maybe.
It's just a simple post-it note. It's nothing big, nothing
Yes.
fancy. But the idea, the concept that I'm trying to bring home, or the
Okay.
idea that I'm trying to take home, is that sometimes we are looking at life straight in the face. We have the problem right in front of our face. Could you
Yes.
see what was written here? No, you
Yes.
couldn't, right? You had to move it
No.
slightly
No.
away. You had to change your perspective.
Correct.
So sometimes your
Yes.
mindset, when you're looking at life, is so engrossed in where you are stuck. It's so engrossed in where you want to, the progress that you want to make, or the difficulties that are right in your face, that you're not looking outside. You're not stepping away from that and
Wow.
looking, right? So to have that mindset of looking beyond the issue is so important. That's why it's called a growth mindset. It's not a stuck mindset. A mindset that is stuck only looks at this and it sees nothing. Because as
Yes.
you rightfully said, ma'am, can you
Yes.
move the paper? Right? You are exhibiting that you have a mindset of growth because you are looking beyond the problem. You're moving it away so that you can see the picture completely and not just get stuck with what is in your face.
Correct. Correct. Absolutely true. That is so well. It is such a simple way to exhibit that how we think. When something is front of us, we are not able to see beyond it, and we think it is an impossible way. There are no solutions, but you need to step back a little, and then maybe you'll find a way around it or over it. So I
Absolutely.
had seen a movie. There was a wonderful dialogue in it that you cannot control the grid. You can only control the grid from outside the grid. So that has stuck with me, and what you just exhibited right now, it completely agrees with that. That you need to
Yeah.
step out of your problems to see around. uh, Ma'am, so this growth mindset, what happens that we are all we cannot come out of the life and see it like a movie, but we need to develop that vision. So how we can develop that vision? It is not a one day thing, but we can take small steps towards it. So how, what is the first steps you can see that you can tell us that we can start from today, that we will be able to see this as and build a different perspective?
So great. Again, I love your question, Disha. So the first thing that I say is we always look at life with different filters. So we either generalize or we distort or we delete. So when
Yes.
and this is again the neuro-linguistic programming speaking from the concept of NLP that I'm sharing with you right now. So we're constantly looking at life through different filters. So suppose you're looking at a white piece of cloth, but the lighting in the showroom is green. Obviously, it's going to look green,
Correct.
right? If the lighting in the
Yes.
showroom is yellow, it's going to look yellow. It's going to look blue if the lighting is blue. So, what are the filters? What is the mindset? The filters that you are using is your mindset. And how are you going to use and what are you going to do to push yourself forward? It's important to be aware of what you're looking at in life.
Correct.
If you're, for example, when we have a situation or when we want to make progress or make an impact, sometimes we look at what is our shortcomings, right? We look at things that hold us back where we feel, okay, am I
Yes.
good enough? Can I do this? So it's important to first and foremost silence your
Yes.
mind. When you introduced me, you said I'm a smile strategist. I'm called a smile strategist because I have a simple 5 step formula that helps people get from feeling stuck to unstuck. And
Yes.
the first alphabet in it, which is S, is silence the mind. So it's important to hush away all those that negative chatter that goes on in our mind because 90% of the time we are our biggest enemy. We are constantly pulling ourselves down. We don't need the outside world to do that for us because we
Correct.
are constantly doing it ourselves. The first step is to silence the mind. First, to be aware that there is a conversation, you know, move the paper away, understand what you're thinking in your head, and then
Hello.
just
Yes, ma'am.
um, move the paper away, understand that you are thinking, and then just silence those conversations in your head.
Yes, wonderful. Just like the paper, simple paper, you said we can do something like write down the problem in front of us, and then when it is in written, we can see that it is not a big. What happens generally with people? Hello, but
It's
it is really a small problem, and our mind amplifies it. So the way you exhibited it, I totally agree that you need to first look at the problem in a neutral perspective, then go ahead. So ma'am, in this way, you said that one way is to look at the problem differently. Another problem that we face, like you said, that there is a very bad habit that we have, that undermining ourselves. We keep telling that this is not possible, this is not for me, am I ready yet, is the biggest question that everybody has. So to build a growth mindset, how can we deal with this question, am I ready yet, or am I worth it?
okay. So I think I'm going to answer your question with another question asking you, where is your attention going? When you're constantly asking those questions, where is your attention going? Is it going towards things that are challenging, or is it going towards things that are possible? Because I am also known as the possibilities coach. So within the coaching sphere, I'm called the possibilities coach. Why? Because I help people see what is possible. So I don't let you constantly look at where you're stuck, there. But I say, okay, let's do peekaboo. When we were little, mommy used to do peekaboo and we'd burst out laughing. So
Yes.
when you are shifting away and looking, and then you're going to look at what else is possible, and then suddenly that smile will definitely come on your face as it just now did for you.
Correct, correct,
So that is
100%.
manage your attention. Yes. M stands for manage your attention. Where is your attention going?
Yes. So managing the attention is, I can say that it goes to the next I. That when you manage your attention, you really know where the problem is. Is it really the problem that is the problem, or is it you not able to look at the problem?
I love that because when I say I in my acronym stands for intention. But you are right. I also stands for I. Are you the problem itself? Because most of the time it is we who are the problem. Yesterday evening, I did a show on my Facebook page where I interviewed someone on resolving grief. And I
Okay.
had to do that show because for me, in my mind, I felt, okay, this is such an important topic because people are going through losses. There is so much of uncertainty. People have lost loved ones, jobs, part of their identities, but nobody addresses it because they feel like it's a very taboo topic. It's a topic of weakness. But you know what?
Correct.
Sometimes your weakness can become your strength. Sometimes when we don't know how to take a decision, your life, uh, the universe, the source, God, whatever you believe in, interferes and then shifts the flow of your life. And that is when you have to understand, yes, it is all about intention. What do I want to really do? That's important.
Correct, correct. When you know what you want to really do, what I take away is the next, when you know what are the intentions and what you want to really do, it creates a desire that yes, this is something I want to do. Then the next steps becomes easier, even if it is difficult for you. Even if you want have to learn something new that you never know. But when your intentions are clear and strong, you are not afraid to take the next step. That is
True,
where growth begins.
true. And it's like sitting in a cab and telling the cab guy that take me somewhere. When you, but obviously to take you somewhere, it's like booking an Uber and saying, just no destination. He's not going to come. If you don't have a destination, the Uber is not going to show up because you don't know where you're going. Who's going to come and take you? And then if we are constantly complaining about how life is unfair, about how nothing happens for me. So make up
Yes.
your mind first. Where do you want to go?
100%. And that also decides if you want to take a Uber, a train, or a plane. So
Absolutely.
your
Great
intention,
point. Great
intentions,
point.
intentions decide that.
True that.
Yes,
You need to know which vehicle to take, who's going to drive you, do you want to drive yourself? Lovely point, Disha. I loved it.
correct. We have reached here till ma'am that intentions. When you know the intentions, the next step of the growth is possible. But sometimes it happen we come a long way, but then there is a crossroad in life. Then you start questioning the growth point again, and the mindset there has to be different. That I have come so long. Should I take a U-turn or should I keep going or find a new route again? So what to do in such situations? How to build a mindset that is resilient enough?
So, Disha, the first time I met you was when we were on the TCOL meeting together, right? And
Yes, yes.
we were at that time also celebrating something with Darshan sir, and I can see Darshan's on board. We've got Aditya, Nikita, and all of them watching. So, hello guys. Now,
Hello.
and the reason I'm bringing this up is because even that evening, I loved your smile. That was what really stood out for me.
Thank you so
And
much.
I'm not, and you are so beautifully walking me through my acronym because, as you asked, when you reach a crossroad and you can't understand what to do next, what is there to be done, right? When you reach a crossroad, sometimes we don't know what to do because we are impacted or influenced by past experiences. And it could be past
Yes,
experiences of failure, it could be past experiences of fear, it could be past experiences where we have given ourselves a label or an identity. So, my friend, it is important for
yes,
us to then let things go, which is the L
Go.
in the
Correct.
SMILE strategy, which is you have to let go of anything that might be causing you to be afraid, right? Causing you to feel like a failure,
Yes.
causing you to just hold back and not completely express yourself. So let things go. And part of letting go is also unnecessary or emotions that are not serving you, like anger, resentment, bitterness. These are all
Correct.
emotions that are not pushing,
Correct.
taking you forward. They're becoming like baggage. So just
Yes.
hold on to yourself, the I, and let everything else go.
100%. That is what growth is, because even if we don't stay the same even every day. Today I'm a different person, tomorrow I will
Exactly.
learn something new, I'll be a different person. So I have to let go what I did wrong. I have to learn from it, of course, but I have to let go that okay, that time it doesn't necessarily have to go wrong this time. Maybe this is a different situation and I won't know until I put my hand in it.
Absolutely. So true.
And the E is remaining, ma'am. I would like to ask the audience if they can guess the E. We have come so far. We have a few minutes left, so we'll give 30 seconds to the audience if they can guess what E
Sure.
could be, and then, ma'am, Ruqya, ma'am, you can tell what smile E stands for in smile. So, if the audience can come up,
Energy.
okay, we
Okay.
have energy. We have a question too. So let's see
All right.
what. Thank you, sir. Thank Deepak sir is always there to support us.
I know he's amazing.
Yes.
I love his energy as well.
Aditya has a question.
Yes. I will definitely get to that. And Aditya, great question. Thank you for participating last evening and also today. So thank you so much.
Yes. Okay. I guess our audience is still thinking or curious about your answer. They're waiting for to
So
get
you
it
know
right.
what?
So
Aditya says
Aditya has,
enthusiasm.
yes, enthusiasm. Okay.
And you
Anybody
know,
else? Last five. Yes, ma'am.
so I'm going to give it to Nikita because she's very close to the answer. E in my acronym
Okay.
stands for energize the possibility. So she said energy,
Wow.
which is kind of there. So Nikita, you take it. You've got it right. Energize the
Yes.
possibilities. And when I say energize the possibilities, what do I mean? I mean that we've gone through the SMILE, right? But until you put energy into your learning, there are so many wonderful speakers that you're bringing to the forum. You're speaking with them, you're sharing their wisdom, you're contributing to the growth of ECOL. But if you don't put this into action, now Aditya, Nikita, you, all the people who will be watching it on replay, you guys are all listening to this session. But until you put it into
Yes.
practice, put it into energy, get the ball rolling, nothing's going to happen. Until you set that destination, the
Correct.
Uber is not going to arrive, the flight is not going to take off. So it's important to put this
100%.
into action. Energize the possibilities is so important. And you're probably
100%. We
wondering,
could have the
what
entire
am I
plan.
doing here?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, can you read it?
No, the screen is very tiny.
The screen is tiny. I'll tell you what it is.
Smile. You are creating so many smiles today.
So, yes, smiling is absolutely important. Thanks, Nikita. All right.
Yes. So we are exactly 20 minutes, and I know you have a busy schedule. So I would sum it up that a simple smile every time you are in a problem, step back, smile. As your smile creates, think about it. see what the problem is, make a step back, and analyze the problem, let go what you have, what is holding on to you, and rekindle that. Even if there is a tiniest possibility, rekindle and start working towards it. So that is how I would
Absolutely.
like to put it. Thank you so much,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you so much for giving your
Um,
time.
Disha, just wondering, we had a question from Aditya. Do you want to address that, or
Yes, yes,
should I
please.
speak to him later?
Yes, if you could. How should we
So how?
manage the situation when we
So
feel
when
low energy or excitement, or and we delay even important aspects of our life? Yes, very important, correct. We sometimes have the habit of just procrastinating the most important parts.
Mhm. So, Aditya, it is very interesting that you're asking me this question. I'll tell you from a place where you will understand this best, because yesterday you saw me. Yesterday on the show, you saw me where I was not really my full energy and excitement person. In fact, I was making mistakes on the show. I was losing my words. The number of times I fumbled even before we went live was outrageous. It was tough for me. I spoke about grief on the day that was 3 years of passing of my father, the most difficult
Oh,
and sore topic for me. But did I show up? Yes. Why? Because I realized this is something that is important for me. I had to first silence all the negativity, all the fear and resentment, or whatever I may call it in my mind, and then I had to manage on what I want to do as an impact. My intention yesterday in presenting what I did was I wanted people to understand that there is a reality in grief that we have to embrace. There are realities and challenges that life throws at us, and then when I let go, I put myself into action, and I made progress. So whenever you feel like your energy is low, you're low on in energy and excitement, and you're delaying important aspects of your life, then you have to measure out, will the delay, what will the delay do for me? And what will it do for me if I show up as best as I can in the situation? You don't have to be 100% every time, as best as I can in this situation. And once you get moving, once you put your energy into it, into the process, you will begin to get in flow. Slowly, little by little, and then you will begin to enjoy. You begin to see the benefits of showing up, and those benefits will amplify and you'll feel even more motivated. So I hope that answers your question.
yes. So,
Yeah,
in a summary, Aditya, it is just starting the energy, put the energy in it and just start. Even if you start 1%, 0.5%, just start, and you will learn slowly, and you will know that you will reach. You have to start to reach somewhere. So that is what
absolutely.
it is. Thank you,
And
ma'am. And
he has so
I would,
rightfully
yes,
you rightfully said it's important to convert our thoughts and plans to execution and take action towards our goal. Absolutely. The
wow,
starting
you are
is important.
wonderful. Correct, correct. Making the statement is the first point. You are going in the right direction, Aditya. So congratulations for that. Yes. So we have come to the end of the session. I would like to tell everybody that we have just dipped toes into what ma'am has to share and how motivating she is. So if you want to learn more from her, you can always join her Wednesday wisdom sessions, where you will learn about various topics that will help you in life. And I would like to thank our audience as well as Rukaya ma'am. Thank you for making time for us. We look forward to
Thank
so
you.
many more sessions with you, and
Thank
you
you,
are of
Disha.
course a
Really,
very beloved part of our TCOL family.
thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, so with that, goodbye everybody. See you in the next live sessions. Bye bye, ma'am.
Bye bye. Thank you.